As is often the case at the IPL auction, there were plenty of Australian players up for grabs for the 8 franchises to purchase. David Warner and Steven Smith had already been retained by the Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals respectively, but their international colleagues were very much in demand. I have a look of some of the Australians purchased for this year's IPL and rated them on how big an impact they'll be able to make in the upcoming tournament. With that being said, this is Coast to Coast Productions, and right now you are looking at the top 10 Australian players who will play in the IPL 2018. Number 10, Shane Watson, Chennai Super Kings. Shane Watson is one of the several wise heads in the Super Kings dressing room and has experienced something of a rejuvenation in recent months. He is the third top run scorer in this year's Big Bash League with 331 runs under his belt and has also hit the third highest number of sixes with 16. But he is quite slumpy when it comes to facing spin bowling, but still he is in his prime and he is one of the greatest all-rounders in the business we have today. And Chennai will have the benefit of Shane Watson when it comes to destructive batting. Number 9, Mitchell Johnson, Kolkata Knight Riders. Mitchell Johnson wasn't originally picked up by a franchise until late on in the second day of this year's auction, and it looks like his days at the top level might be numbered. However, he's still bowling at his good pace and has also taken 7 wickets in this season's Big Bash. And he might be undercooked at the start of this year's IPL because he wasn't picked up originally. He might also find himself as a backup to the fellow Australian pacerman Mitchell Starc for the Kolkata Knight Riders. So people will love to see this duo in action in the IPL this year. Number 8, Marcus Stoinis, Kings 11 Punjab. This will be Stoinis' third year with the Kings 11 and there will be considerable pressure on him after going for a large sum. He is able to bat anywhere in the order, but his bowling will be much more valuable to the team. Just like AJ Tye, he is currently in form, but there's a lack of bowling quality in the Kings 11 squad this year, and he has to be economical and has to take wickets at regular interval of time. He's a strong batsman, he can smash the ball anywhere, but wickets is the priority for the Kings 11 Punjab. Number 7, Darcy Short, Rajasthan Royals. Darcy Short has been the breakout star of this year's Big Bash League and leads the run scoring charts by a mile. This can be put down to his record-breaking knock of 122 not out for the Hobart Hurricanes against the Brisbane Heat earlier in December. He's a bowling option too with some left-arm spin. It'll be interesting to see how much game time he gets. When looking at the roster, he looks up himself as a backup option to the other players, but with Steve Smith as the captain of Rajasthan Royals, he could find himself thrown into the action. He might open the team, he could back down the order, but he is in his prime right now, so he'll be in action for the Rajasthan Royals. Number 6, Pat Cummins, Mumbai Indians. Pat Cummins will be a part of a fearsome bowling partnership with Jasprit Bumrah for the Mumbai Indians this year. With no Malinga this year, the fast bowler's fitness will have to be monitored throughout. But he is a very good signing for the defending champions. One worry might be the place often can be easily dispatched to the boundary in India, while he doesn't produce many Yorker deliveries. But Jasprit Bumrah is his counterpart, his colleague, so he will be able to produce some Yorkers in the death, so Pat Cummins doesn't need to worry about that. Number 5, Glenn Maxwell, Delhi Daredevils. Delhi played slightly over the odds for Maxwell in the auction, and they'll be hoping that he replicates his form from the IPL in 2014. He was very hit or miss last year, and he's the definition of a mercurial talent. His capacity to give away his wicket will be a worry, but his strike rate is very good. That's what matters in the IPL. Delhi have a very good team this year, and Maxwell will be a key part of it. Number 4, Chris Lynn, Kolkata Knight Riders. When fit, Chris Lynn is one of the most destructive T20 batsmen in the world, but his injury record is a worry. He is recently recovered from a shoulder injury which still affects him in the field, while he's also missed a couple of Big Bash matches with a calf injury. However, he scored 295 runs last year for the Kolkata Knight Riders with a strike rate over 180, so he's going to be a key factor for them. Number 3, Aaron Finch, Kings 11 Punjab. There's going to be a great expectation from Aaron Finch this season for the Kings 11 as a result of what they have done in the auction. It looks like if their tactic will be to score as many runs as possible and then try to defend, that's where Finch comes in. He is also likely to open with Chris Gale. Finch will have to hit the ground running with Kings if Kings 11 Punjab are going to do anything this year. His leadership qualities will also be important as there is no recognized captain in the team, and he might even have to bowl as well at some point. Number 2, Andrew Ty, Kings 11 Punjab. Kings 11 are top heavy this year, and Ty is their only experienced overseas bowler. He is in form though and has a range of different deliveries that can cause batsmen difficulties. He's a wicket taker with already 16 in this year's Big Bash, despite missing a number of games after being called up to make his ODI debut for the Australians. He broke a record in last year's IPL, taking 5 for 17s for Gujarat Lions on debut, registering the best bowling figures on debut in the tournament's history. And number 1, Mitchell Starc, Kolkata Knight Riders. The Knight Riders season will be reliant on the fitness of their overseas players, and this year Starc is one of the doubts. He came through the Ashes series unscathed, but it's unlikely that he'll feature in every game this season. He'll rotate with Mitchell Johnson, but I can't see them playing together. And his in-swinging Yorker will be a difficulty for the opposition batsman to face. He's a serious pacerman and likes to swing ball both ways. His reverse swing can be a difficulty for the other batsman. So that was the list, guys. If you have any more ideas for a future video, don't forget to mention in the comment section. Also, follow my meme page on Instagram. The handle is @thejobbersWWE. And do like this video. And my name is Karthik, and I will see you soon.